What are your thoughts on dating in our generation?
Was that you?
No.
It sounds like you.
No.
Maybe she was ready to. Maybe you're into.
Before we go on, I'd like to let you know that this is part 1, part 2. There was part 1, and here's a little snippet from that. I will have the link in the description as well.
Who would know me better than my friends? So I texted my friends and asked them to send questions they would like to ask me.
What are you struggling with? What is your favorite thing about your dad? In what ways are you a shallow person? Could you live without internet for 6 months? What are your thoughts on dating in our generation?
I think now it's been more of a trend than a purpose. Cause like back in the day you'd be dating with the purpose of being with that person for the long term. But right now you're dating just to figure out. I don't think it's a bad thing though. You're dating just to figure out what you want. So you don't date with the intention of being married. You date with the intention of finding out your preferences. Like finding out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So in case something doesn't work out, it's more like, oh, well then now I know what doesn't work. So it's a trend. It's not purposeful.
Okay. I'm a bit lost there, but I think the end point covers it. Okay. Any advice to the younger generation?
Oh, I feel like my advice covers Africans' younger generation. And I say the same thing to Monica. To never be ashamed of where you come from and your culture. Because like in society, a lot of things go with trends. Like never be ashamed of who you are or where you're from. Because, well, society tends to value certain heritages more than the African heritage. And sometimes you're meant to feel like because you're African, you're lesser than, or you can't do certain things, or you can't be as successful, but don't let that limit you or make you feel like, hey, I'm African and it's not something I'm proud of, so I'd rather be something else. Because at the end of the day, you will come back to being African because that's your identity, and having an identity is one of the most essential things in life. So that would be that would be my advice. Don't be ashamed of where you're from or your values or your culture.
Do you think faith and religion matters when you're dating?
But what do you mean like religion? Does it mean like Christian, or does it go specific to your denomination?
How would I know? I'm just reading the question.
If you're talking about...
I think they mean denomination. Faith or religion.
Faith or religion. I think...
It's like faith/religion.
I think you have to at least have the same fundamental of beliefs as the person you're dating. So... I would say that the more similarities you have, the better it is. Because there are already so many differences as individuals, and having a difference, but this is my personal opinion, right? Having a difference in religion, that can just cause more problems than they are already. So for me, I would say yes, mainly because of that fact. Like, why add more differences to the existing differences we have?
I think it's because a lot of people's values, a lot of them are based on their religion.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You have to at least have the same beliefs, because that's going to determine what priorities are in your relationship, how your children are going to be raised, and things like that. So if you have the same basis, I think it will work. So I guess, yeah, because Christians believe the same thing, and then you can't be like a Christian and an atheist. That's just conflicting. Because those are different beliefs. So yeah, religion is important.
Okay,
Religion.
so if they're Christian, it's fine. As long as they're Christian. So they could be different denominations, but they're all Christians.
As long as we have the same beliefs, fundamentals.
I think like they're slightly different with denominations.
But at the end of the day, isn't it about...
Like, are Jehovah's Witness Christians?
Are they? I mean, they are, but...
Is he a Jehovah's Witness and a Catholic?
They both believe in God. I mean, they might have different practices in how they show their belief in God, but they have that respect and belief in God. And I think like a lot of their values are the same. You have to be decently dressed, you have to have respect, you have to pray, you have to be nice to people, so I think so. My opinion
some
again.
Things, that just draw the line. Like, think of this, an SDA and a Catholic.
Yeah.
Have quite different beliefs. And they're both Christians.
But don't they both believe to do good to humanity, to pray, to read the Bible? They all believe and respect God. And they both rise there. I mean, I'm saying that there be a difference in how they worship. But then their beliefs are the same. I'm going to try to clarify this because as I'm editing, I'm realizing what I was trying to say. I was trying to say that as much as religion and maybe denomination might matter, I think that your beliefs are more important than your religion or denomination. Because some people might be the same denomination, but their beliefs are totally different. And trying to coexist in that kind of scenario might be more difficult than if you'd find someone of a different denomination but you have the same beliefs. So at the end of the day, for me, I think beliefs are more important than pinpointing the denomination to the T. I will still prefer someone of the same religion and maybe someone of the same denomination that has the same beliefs as me. But the more similarities we have, the better. And if you're going to have the same beliefs as me, you have to be in the same religion or denomination as me. That's my opinion. Understanding first.
I think that could cause arguments in the home.
I mean, yes, but...
Like, I wouldn't understand why you have to do that. And
but,
you wouldn't understand why I can't understand you.
But I mean, then these are things you have to sort out before. If we can't come to that agreement, then...
Alright, I think I know where we lie. Oh, where you lie. Alright, next question. What are the top 3 achievements in 2019?
I think like my biggest achievement for 2019... Well, I think my biggest achievement for 2019 was just getting through 2019. Because that was really the roughest and toughest year I've had. It seemed pretty short. So many things happened within a short span of time. And just being able to look back and say, somehow, some way, I just made it through 2019. That was... I don't think it's my accomplishment, but it's something I've gone through and come out on the other side that I can reflect and appreciate. So I'm grateful that I got through that moment. And then also I feel like in 2019 and I also feel in 2019 I became more confident in terms of expressing myself and just standing for what I believe in. That's also a great accomplishment to me. And then the third one was enhanced relationships. I feel like I enhanced a lot of relationships in 2019.
Do you think females should shot their shots.
Shoot their shot.
Shot their shots. I don't know what that
You think
means.
females should shoot their shot? Like if you like somebody, you go for it. You approach them first.
I think so, because the after question asks if they do, does it make them seem desperate or bold?
I think women should be able to shoot their shot. If you like something, go for it. Why? I don't think you should let what society views as desperate be your definition of desperate. If you like someone, let them know. And I think it's bold. I don't think... I mean, back in the day, it would be considered as desperate. And I feel like in a lot of societies, it will still be considered as desperate. But in this world we live in, like some people know what they want while others are not sure. So if you're in the side of the person who knows what you want, why not go for it? So yes, and it's bold, not desperate.
Do you think education determines success?
No, but then I think as well, it depends on how you define education. The studying, like going to school, doesn't determine success, but knowledge does determine success. So if we consider knowledge, reading books, being street smart as education, then yes. But if you just consider going to school and having a degree or a diploma as education, then no. Because at the end of the day, it's what the knowledge you have and how you apply it that matters more than the degree that you hold.
Very well. Thank you for joining us on umm@cnet.com today. This is the end of our interview. Please join us next time in part 2 as we cover trip to Tanzania. Thanks.
Yeah. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. How many questions was there? Was there like 13?
I don't know. They're just bullet points.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope these questions help you to know me more. I know it will help my friends to know my perspective more. Open, what questions did you ask out of those? I know you had some questions.
It must be the dating one.
I feel like that was you. So why are you saying it wasn't you?
I don't know. I think the faith one might have been mine.
I feel like that was you. I feel that one is the one, whichever I said that was you, that was definitely you. So yeah, thank you so much to my friends for asking me these questions. Thank you to my sister for allowing me for being my interviewee. And then thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to keep spreading the African love or whatever kind of love you have to offer. Ooh, remember to keep spreading the African love or whatever kind. Remember to keep spreading the African love or whatever kind of love you have to offer, because there's no room for hate. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. I shall see you on the next one. Kwaheri! I need to be like boom on the camera. No, like shut the thing. Boom. Okay, thank you very much. That was a pleasure.